Zealand. Nestled in the southern hemisphere, far away from the bustling world, this island nation is a rare gem. With its breathtaking landscapes, towering mountains, lush forests, and sparkling waters, it's a paradise unlike any other. But beyond its natural beauty, New Zealand holds a rich tapestry of tales waiting to be told. But before we set sail into the past, here's a thought to ponder. What if I told you that the story of New Zealand's discovery is filled with twists and turns that even history almost forgot? Intrigued? Stick around. You won't want to miss this. You'll not only know how New Zealand was discovered, but also why vast stretches of its breathtaking landscapes remain virtually untouched. Now you might be thinking, why haven't I heard this before? Or, what's the deal with most of New Zealand being empty? Well, we're about to unravel these mysteries, addressing the questions you may have had. So join us on this exciting adventure as we navigate through the waves of time, unveiling the untold story of New Zealand's discovery. Picture this: vast blue waters, an uncharted land, and a daring journey into the unknown. Around the year 1000 AD, a group of brave Polynesian explorers set sail from their homeland, guided by the stars and the currents of the ocean. With nothing more than their courage and their navigational skills, they ventured into the great unknown in search of new lands and new opportunities. Their journey took them across the expansive Pacific Ocean, through treacherous storms and past dangerous sea creatures. But their determination was unyielding, their spirits undeterred. After weeks, perhaps even months at sea, they spotted land, a land that would later be known as Aotearoa, or New Zealand. Imagine their joy and relief as they set foot on this virgin land, rich with lush forests, flowing rivers, and abundant wildlife. They had discovered a paradise, a new home. This was the birth of the Maori culture, a culture rooted in respect for the land and the sea, a culture that thrived in isolation for several centuries. During these centuries of solitude, the Maori developed a unique and rich civilization. They carved out their lives, their traditions, their stories in this isolated corner of the world, untouched and unknown to the rest of humanity. They lived in harmony with nature, respecting its laws, and taking only what they needed. They crafted their tales, their myths, their legends, all woven into the fabric of this beautiful land. But as they charted their own course, the world outside remained oblivious to their existence. For the rest of humanity, New Zealand was a blank space on the map, a mystery waiting to be unveiled. This isolation, however, was not to last forever. The winds of change were about to blow, bringing with them a new chapter in the story of this hidden paradise. Thus began the tale of New Zealand, a land unknown to the rest of the world, until the arrival of a certain European explorer. Fast forward to the 17th century, when a Dutchman named Abel Tasman stumbled upon this isolated paradise. Born in a tiny Dutch village, Tasman was a man of adventure and curiosity. His heart yearned for the thrill of the unknown, the mysteries that lay beyond the horizon. It was this thirst for discovery that led him to the uncharted waters of the South Pacific. In 1642, aboard his ships, the Heemskerk and the Zeehan, Tasman and his brave crew set sail from Batavia, now known as Jakarta. They were on a mission from the Dutch East India Company to discover the unknown Southland, a mythical place believed to exist in the southern hemisphere. The journey was fraught with danger, but Tasman was undeterred. His determination was rewarded when, after months at sea, he and his crew sighted a large high-lying land, a land we now know as New Zealand. Can you imagine the thrill of that moment, the awe-inspiring sight of a land untouched by European hands? But this was no deserted island. The land was home to a proud and fierce people, the Maori. Tasman's encounters with the Maori were, unfortunately, marred by misunderstandings and conflict. Despite the initial hostility, Tasman's discovery marked a pivotal moment in history. He had put New Zealand on the world map. Tasman named his discovery Staten Land, believing it was connected to a landmass of the same name near the tip of South America. It was only later, when the Dutch cartographers Hendrik Brouwer and Joan Bleu realized Tasman's mistake, that the name was changed to Nova Zeelandia, after the Dutch province of Zeeland. Tasman may have been the first European to discover New Zealand, but he certainly wasn't the last. His exploration paved the way for others who would come, forever changing the course of this isolated paradise's history. Enter the British, led by Captain James Cook, who would forever alter the course of New Zealand's history. Captain Cook, a man of resilience and courage, was on a mission to chart the unknown southern hemisphere when he found himself on the shores of Aotearoa, the land of the long white cloud, in 1769. Intrigued by the unique flora and fauna, Cook spent 6 months mapping the coastline of this undiscovered paradise. He was fascinated by the Maori culture, their intricate tattoos, and their haka, a powerful dance performed with intense expressions and rhythmic body movements. However, it wasn't all smooth sailing. Misunderstandings and cultural clashes led to violent encounters, casting a shadow over these early interactions. Fast forward to 1840. The British, eager to expand their empire, struck a deal with Maori chiefs, resulting in the signing of the Treaty of Waitangi. This treaty was meant to protect Maori interests while allowing British sovereignty over the islands. However, it was plagued with controversy from the start. The English and Maori versions of the treaty had significant discrepancies, leading to confusion, resentment, and eventually, conflict. The British, with their superior weaponry, clashed with the Maori, who fought fiercely to defend their land and sovereignty. This period, known as the New Zealand Wars, was marked by bloodshed and loss, forever changing the landscape of the country. Despite these conflicts, the British colonization brought about significant changes, shaping New Zealand into the country we know today. The English language, Western education, and Christianity were introduced, interweaving with the rich Maori culture to create a unique blend of traditions and customs. From a land of mystery to a British colony, New Zealand's history was forever etched by these explorers. Their journey, fraught with challenges and discoveries, paved the way for the multicultural nation that New Zealand is today, a testament to a past that continues to shape its future. Yet despite its rich history, a large part of New Zealand remains untouched. But why? You may wonder. Let's delve into the answer. New Zealand, a nation known for its stunning landscapes, is also home to some of the world's most challenging terrains. Much of the country is covered in mountain ranges, which form a majestic spine running the length of both islands. These mountains, while breathtakingly beautiful, are not particularly conducive to human habitation. Their steep, rugged slopes and the harsh climatic conditions they foster make them a formidable barrier to settlement. But it's not just the mountains that deter human encroachment. The country's dense forests, filled with unique flora and fauna, are another factor. These lush green expanses are a testament to New Zealand's geographical isolation. They've evolved over millions of years, away from the prying eyes of human civilization, resulting in an ecosystem that's as delicate as it is diverse. The government of New Zealand recognizes the importance of preserving this natural beauty. As a result, they've taken significant steps to ensure that these areas remain as untouched as possible. An impressive 40% of the country is protected in parks and reserves, a testament to New Zealand's commitment to conservation. New Zealand's indigenous Maori people also play a crucial role in preserving the land. They view themselves as guardians of the environment, a belief deeply rooted in their cultural philosophy of kaitiakitanga. This principle emphasizes the importance of caring for the earth, and it's a philosophy that resonates with many New Zealanders today. But there's another layer to this story. New Zealand's low population density also contributes to its vast, untouched landscapes. With a population of just under 5 million spread across a landmass similar to the United Kingdom, there's plenty of space for nature to flourish. So there you have it, the reason why 80% of New Zealand is a vast, untouched paradise. From its rugged mountains to its dense forests, from government conservation efforts to cultural preservation principles, and from its geographical isolation to its low population density, New Zealand remains a land largely left to nature's own devices. And perhaps that's exactly how it should be. New Zealand, a land shaped by daring voyages, cultural clashes, and a deep respect for nature. As we've journeyed through the forgotten tales of discovery, the European arrival, the British invasion, and a land left untouched, we've unraveled the fascinating story of New Zealand's discovery. This country, nestled in the southwestern Pacific Ocean, has a history that's as intriguing as its landscapes are breathtaking. The audacious Polynesian explorers, guided by the stars and the currents, first set foot on these shores around the 10th century. The Europeans arrived much later, with Abel Tasman's Dutch crew in the 17th century. But it was Captain James Cook's voyage in the late 18th century that brought New Zealand to the attention of the wider world. Yet, even with this influx of explorers and settlers, much of New Zealand's land remains untouched. Why, you might ask? The answer lies in the unique relationship between the people and the land. New Zealand's indigenous Maori people have long held a deep reverence for the natural world, viewing it as a source of life, spirituality, and identity. This respect for the land has been woven into the fabric of New Zealand society, influencing laws and policies. The Resource Management Act of 1991, for instance, emphasizes the preservation of the natural and physical resources. It ensures that land use aligns with principles of sustainability, safeguarding the country's unique landscapes for future generations. In the end, New Zealand isn't just a place, but a story of exploration, discovery, and preservation. It's a testament to the human spirit's curiosity, the courage of explorers, the resilience of indigenous cultures, and the respect for nature that binds it all together. So the next time you look at a map and see this isolated pair of islands, remember the tales of daring and discovery that shaped its history and the reverence for nature that preserves its stunning landscapes. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating tales.